Hello, how are y'all doing? I hope y'all had a great weekend, and we're gonna start a new week tomorrow or in a few hours. So, I wanted to discuss a little something really quickly. Just a couple things about the video on J is for Justice with Kim from Reckoning or whatever the new channel is called. I always get kicked out in the chats on the lives of people talking about it, and they tend to listen to like the regulars or whoever gives, like, not this particular one. I didn't see it till afterwards, but I don't know, like, I feel like I get ignored in the lives, and if it's not going with the narrative that they're trying to, or if I'm asking a really real question, um, like it doesn't come off like the way I'm trying to say it. Um, so I tried not not to, but at first, I was trying to, start discussing it again, because there's new interest. Well, I don't know. It's like I can't get all what I'm trying to say out in a live chat because quickly the subject changes, or I'm misunderstood and I can't explain myself. So I think it's better just to come here and just say it all together. Okay. I wanted to discuss something I read on Reddit today. I don't know if I can share a screenshot. I'm not sure how it works or if I can link it below, but it was on Reddit and it was saying something very interesting. I don't know if it's true, so just open your mind here. When I was in a live chat, I had mentioned when Kim first came out, the channel, that her voice sounded familiar, kind of like uh, NK, but I didn't mean like it was her. I meant it was somebody like a relative, maybe somebody who grew up with her, but they pronounce certain things the same way. Um, I don't really know how to explain it. Well, anyway, I was in a live chat and they were like, no, it's not her, it's not her. Get out. No, just kidding. They didn't kick me out, but I was trying to explain myself and I couldn't. On Reddit, it says that um, Kim apparently knew Shanann or had Shanann as a friend on Twitter before the murders, and she lived very close to NK, and I believe it's kind of like implying that they're friends. And I'm like, I knew it. I called it a long time ago. I'm going to link my video below because I did mention it. I don't know if it's true, but I mean, they pronounce things the same way. Like they have like the same, I don't know how to explain it, but I knew because when like you hang out with a best friend, a cousin, a friend, whatever, you start saying and pronouncing this things exactly the same. So I believe it. I don't know if it's true. I don't know if they've confirmed it or anything, but it was earlier today. But it was on Reddit and just I think it was called "Who is Kim Kaufman?" So, anyways, yeah, that would be very interesting. Um, I mean, I wonder what she would say. Probably deny it. What else can she say? I think it would be important if it's true because per that recording she played yesterday or whatever, um, it was, Cindy, like talking great about her, like I think she friended them, befriended the Watts family very early on, and they trust her. And she had Ronnie on, and he said it. You bitches that talk just talk. Points to self. Um, y'all don't know what y'all talk about. She's talking about facts, so he was co-signing it. So I guess they are. She is actually legit, but that to me is very suspicious. I don't know. In my opinion, if it's true, then it proves that Kim did know, not Kim, NK did know that that Chris was married and he had a wife, children, house, everything. Because I'm thinking that was her little spy friend, my best friend. I told her to go look somebody up. She'll go look it up for me. We have fake profiles. She would do it for me. I would do it for her. Like that's not unusual to do. I mean, we don't go chasing guys or anything. We are both married, but I'm telling you, best friends cover for each other all the time, and sisters too. So, anyways, it was just a thought. Moving on. And also, I'm wondering what the end game is with all of these people that are defending Chris Watts. Like, do they write to him? Um, like, are they going to hang out if he gets out? Like, or are they going to be together? Or what, you know? Um, I mean, he's in prison. He's probably giving them prison talk. He's probably using them for commissary. I didn't give Chris enough credit, and I kept saying he was boyish and he was childish and he can't do anything by himself. I honestly think he was an equal participant in the planning of everything. I think he is an evil person, and I think he's just been hiding it well. Um, and I mean, when he was younger in grade school, he told his teacher he went to China and totally played off the lie. He went to China for the summer and she believed him, and then later found out that no, he did not. But he was so believable. And he has not once said the truth. I think everything was planned, like the whole pleading guilty with the plea deal. Um, and then that way he can appeal later. And I honestly, all this stuff that she's sharing, I don't even think they're going to use that for the court because she's airing it all out now. And they even asked her like, "What? Why YouTube?" And she kind of says like, "Well, I just want to get it all out of here, and mainstream media doesn't want this, you know, and maybe if people talk about it, they'll want it." But Cato has been doing her book tour like no problems, and Netflix, that I mean the movie just came out and everybody's interested. So I think maybe she can't do it because you'd have to be traveling, maybe just work or something. I don't know, or maybe because she doesn't show her face really, you know, without filters, and you can't go on a live TV show without filters. So I don't know, just my opinion, but also I think it's probably to get the other side out because they're going to appeal soon because they wait 2 years for a reason, you know. So it's going to be very difficult to get a jury, I think, you know, somebody that hasn't heard of it, with Netflix too and YouTube buzzing all about it, you know. So she just said she wants to get it out there, but I think they should be careful too, anybody that's helping Chris, because I feel like he's using everybody. He's going to do anything. He and NK are probably using everybody just to get out. And then he's not going to talk to them, you know. He's going to be lost in love in La La Land with his wifey, his new wifey, if they ever get married. But you know, like if they are if he's promising money or I don't know, clout or notoriety or whatever, make sure it's in writing, especially if it's money. Like, are you really going to ask a murderer, "Where's my money?" You know? You're not, you know. So he could just skip town and leave if he gets out. I'm just, you know, thinking down the line if it does happen, you know. But honestly, I don't think any of this stuff that she's sharing, I don't think she's going to use it because it's all a distraction. Everything they tell us, NK and Chris, anyway, speaking for them, they're telling us the wrong thing. They specifically want us to look this way, and we're supposed to be looking the other way. Like, where are the cousins? They were gone all week. I'm thinking her name change went through because them cousins were going hard, and now they've disappeared. So I think that was all just a distraction, along with all of these supporters coming out for him. We're over here concentrating on the videos and we're trying to prove this wrong and that wrong when everybody already knows it's wrong. And I think it's all just a distraction. So they must be up to something. They're trying to keep us busy over here. I think he is going to appeal. And then all of a sudden, Kim Kaufman says it's too late for 35C or whatever the form is called. Did she just show it to us like last week? I'm like, what are you doing, lady? And so, yeah, I think it's just a temporary little distraction. And I think he is going to appeal, but I think he's going to appeal like something with that he snapped, you know, or temporary insanity, because I don't think he was tested or anything like that. But I don't think all this stuff she's showing us, I don't think she's going to use it. It's just my opinion. Also, the stuff that she was showing today about the little piece of paper with writing and stuff, and she's like, "Look, it's a CPS case from North Carolina." Well, yeah, it's like a little notebook paper, and it says like a phone number, like of CPS, but and it was for North Carolina. Well, Shanann just had Nutgate in North Carolina, and I'm pretty sure because Chris told them that day he wrote the letter, he said that he was going to divorce her or whatever, he's going to separate, and he was happy or whatever Ronnie was saying. Okay, so that gave them free range to mess with Shanann. You think they were going to let her go like quietly? They were going to mess with her, and I wouldn't doubt if Miss Watts, Mama Watts, is the one that called CPS on Shanann because it was in North Carolina. Who else would do that? Also, Kim mentioned that one of Shanann's friends who flew back with her from Arizona has been very quiet this whole time and hasn't spoken out like all of Shanann's other friends. Well, you know who else has been very quiet all this time? Nicole. Faking her death, pregnant, cousins, changing her name. And also Jamie. There's a lot of people that don't even know about Jamie. Why was Jamie Watts so quiet? Um, she hasn't said anything like on camera, but she was very active on Web Sleuths and was even a verified member. And till this day, is continuously talking bad about Shanann, who is gone, who is never going to come back again. She's gone. She's out of the picture. But she stays pissed at her. So I wouldn't doubt it if they called CPS on her because it's in North Carolina. And also there was something that Kim is saying that she thinks that Shanann arrived early and she went to the restaurant to the Lazy Dog to see the video. It was too late. It was too late for her to go on. Yeah, and they weren't going to give her anything on a Sunday. No, they would have probably already closed. So I don't think that's what happened. I think it's just because of the time change. That's why there's a time discrepancy. And the messages or the posts seem kind of weird to her. But I think sometimes whenever I'm somewhere where like if I'm at the airport or somewhere anywhere and the Wi-Fi isn't good, I'll try to post something and it stays pending, right? So then when I get on Wi-Fi, and then when I don't see it, right, because it's still pending in Facebook or whatever, and then I'll just put it in. I'll just start it all over and do another post. And then later on, that original post that was trying to, when you were in a spotty area, it'll post. So I don't know. That's what I'm thinking. Maybe not. I don't know. I think she did have an iPhone. Usually iPhones don't mess up. But that's just what I'm thinking, that it was just the time change difference because she said she got there 2 hours before. But I just think it's the time change. That's all it is. And then also, she also said that Shanann was a drinker. And, like, with her whole chest, said that Shanann was a drinker and drank all the time wine. Because in her autopsy, she had a very large amount of alcohol. But she had diabetes. My best friend has diabetes, and she always has alcohol in whenever she's tested. And her doctor was almost going to give her like an intervention because he thought she was drinking for some, but she doesn't. She never drinks. But it comes out and she has diabetes, and that's what they're saying. It's that. That's why she comes out with so much alcohol in her system, but it's her diabetes. I don't know. I'll try to look something up, and if I find it, I'll post it up here. So Chris has never told the truth. How are we supposed to believe him now? Like, he's always telling the lie, and I honestly don't think he will ever tell us the truth. Yeah, and she also says that, to keep the emotion out of it, whenever people ask about or mention, Chris dumping his daughters in the oil and leaving them there. Um, and she says to leave the emotion out. And then she says he was in shock. He was scared. You know what to do. Like, everything just changed. It was familiar to him. Okay, so you told us to leave out the emotion. So how can we feel for him? It's just ridiculous. And it's just hard because he had a 45-minute drive, and it's just gonna be hard. I'm gonna see what's gonna happen. I just want this to kind of like hurry up and go through because I just want to hear everything already because these little bits and pieces are driving me crazy. What did you think about this? Do you think he's paying everybody?